and then we'll go live, and then we'll do a countdown for stuff. So everybody who's out there right now that's watching, we are sharing stuff out really quickly, and if you guys would share the live stream, and we will be going live with video here in like 30 seconds. So
please share so that more people can hear the glorious topics of discussion that Jack, Dave, and Maddie have for you this morning.
Yeah, what are we talking about this morning?
You know, just this and that. We're going to be talking about some news articles. We're going to be talking about trucking with families. We're going to be talking about hours of service, and I forgot the other thing. But
we're talking about some stuff, all right?
We're talking about stuff
and things and all that kind of stuff.
Are we good, guys?
Yeah, we're good. I'm coming up with the live stream right now so I can see the chat.
All right.
All y'all in there in the chat, hello. Hello, good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right.
Alan was the one that won the lug nut covers, right?
That's correct. Yes, Alan is getting his own set of lug nut covers.
Congratulations, Alan, again.
That's awesome.
Good morning, Alan. Good morning.
It was a exclusive and very sought after prize.
Okay, so Maddie, would you count us down with video, and we will get started.
All right, 3, 2, 1. We are live.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody out there. It is 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday morning, so that means it is time for the Jack and Dave Show. Let's see, what is today? Today is the 18th of February. Somehow, we are already halfway through February, which is the second month. It seems like yesterday that we just started 2019. So,
for real.
February's going quick. March is coming up, and everybody knows that March is the start of the show season. So we're getting very close. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Alan. Good morning, everybody. We're gonna have people filtering in here the whole time. If you would share the stream for us. But
you know, speaking of February, you know, we only have 28 days.
Correct.
This year. Next year we're gonna have 29 days. And my friend
is next year a leap year?
Yeah, it is 2020. My friend was born on Leap Day, February 29th.
Oh, wow.
And he posted something on Facebook that I have a real problem with. It was one of those fundraisers for like, hey, for my birthday, would you fundraise for this charity? And he doesn't have a birthday this year. So
yeah, what the heck? That's fraud, right?
I even posted that I'm going to report him for fraud.
I was going to say that's definitely fraud,
friend or not, that's just lying to the Facebook world.
Can't do that.
That would suck to have your I was going to say to have your birthday on leap year.
I guess you just have to
like 6 years old,
celebrate it a different day. That's probably what he does.
Does he celebrate on the 28th or the 1st of March?
What?
Does he celebrate his birthday on the 28th?
He doesn't have a birthday.
Or does
he celebrates at exactly midnight on the 28th.
Yeah, you got to put it in there somewhere. But, okay, so we are talking today about, like Jack said, we're talking about veterans, we're talking about music, we're talking about charities, we're talking about trucks, we're talking about a whole bunch of stuff. So I guess we should get started. Today, obviously, we have Mrs. Madison in the producer's seat over there.
What's up,
Say
guys?
hello. She's got her camera all figured out now, and so she's got the zoom on that, her little pads in the background make it look cool, the little red and black stuff. Right across from me, I have Mr. Jack. His cat attacked him again for the third week in a row.
That dang cat.
And he
cat
also
fever.
Yeah, cat scratch fever, and he also still has crabs. So
face crabs.
Face crabs. Your life just sucks.
Crabs of the facial
I'm
assortment.
so sorry. And of course, my name is Dave, and this is the Jack and Dave Show. So let's talk about our question of the week last week, which was. We need to talk about charities, first of all. Okay, so last week's question of the week, and for you guys who don't understand, we do a question of the week every single week, and the winner gets some kind of apparel, chrome, metal polish, whatever it is. So we pick from the comments in our stream there. So last week's question was, what is your favorite, or what is your I guess preferred charity, and why? And so. Go ahead.
We wanted it to be related to truckers, and so Todd Campbell put out his favorite trucking charity, which was Operation Song. And so, Todd, if you're listening, you have won. And what we are going to be doing is, for the month of March, we are going to be doing a fundraiser to support Operation Song and their mission. And for those of you who don't know, Operation Song's mission is to empower veterans and active duty military to tell their stories through the process of songwriting. And so what they do is they have songwriters that help veterans tell their story,
Yeah.
and it's therapeutic, and it helps them to deal with things like PTSD and traumatic brain injuries and things that they experience while they're serving our great country. So, Operation Song, thank you for what you do for our veterans. Veterans, thank you for what you do for our country, and just a great organization that we'd like to support. So. During the month of March, we will be doing some fundraising for them. So if you are able to give, we would really appreciate it if you would help us to support them. And Jack's Chrome Shop will also be doing a donation to Operation Song in order to support them in their mission.
Yes, absolutely. So once again, guys, in March, we're going to select a charity every month, and we're going to try to do Jack's Chrome Shop will contribute, and also we're going to ask that our listeners contribute to the charity every month. Next month, like Jack said, is March, and we're doing Operation Song, and we'll talk a little bit more about Operation Song and some other stuff. Veterans in general. That's the whole topic of this show here today. So thank you to Todd Campbell. Todd. Someone tag Todd in the comments if you would, and Todd, thank you for contributing that charity to us, and we will talk about that later. So that is the question of the week for last week. The question of the week for this week, Jack. What is our question of the week?
The question of the week is actually to tell us about your favorite veteran style movie. So basically, a war movie or a movie about soldiers coming home. That you feel best depicts the true nature of what that is like for veterans. So if it's Clint Eastwood's Flags of Our Fathers, Saving Private Ryan, whatever it is, if you have a movie that you feel best accurately depicts what it's truly like for veterans either overseas or coming home, please put that in the comments and tell us why.
Absolutely. I'm going to put in the. I'm actually typing in the chat right now. So make sure you submit your movies, like Jack just explained, and we will pick the winner next week, and they will get some kind of bling from Jack's Chrome Shop, probably metal polish or something like that, or a shirt. But make sure you put your favorite wartime or veterans movie in the comments below, and we will pick our favorite next week. So,
absolutely.
But this whole subject of the entire show this week is veterans, and I know it's not November or anything like that, Veterans Day, but we wanted to really highlight our veterans this week, and we'll be talking about
today is
stuff.
President's Day.
It is President's Day. That's right. So thank you.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it is President's Day. So
why are we at work then?
I don't know. But yeah, submit your favorite wartime or veterans movies in the comments below, and we will pick next week, and you'll get some free swag from us. So, thank you to everybody who answered the question of the week last week. Thank you to Todd Campbell for submitting Operation Song, and make sure you guys submit your movies this week.
One thing that I did notice about the question of the week last week is we had a lot of submissions, a lot of people who are passionate about charities and giving. So. We already knew that about the trucking industry, that they are very active in giving, but that was reinforced last week with the question of the week, which was what was your favorite charity and why. And so thank you all that you are generous and support charities.
Absolutely, thank you.
Absolutely.
And so we'll start that in March. We'll send some links out on Chrome and Steel and the Jack and Dave Show, and we'll talk about the charity later on. But March is all going to be about Operation Song and that whole operation over there. So
speaking of people that support charities, Maddie, what was our first sponsor?
Our first sponsor is Trukr Stik, which we've talked about a couple times. Let me pull that up here. So this is a two-ended squeegee, perfect for cleaning your mirrors off. So here's a couple photos of them here. So this is the Trukr Stik here. As you can see, there is a bigger side here and then the smaller one. And I think the smaller side's the convex one.
Yes, the smaller side is
all the nooks and crannies of all your mirrors to keep you driving a little bit safer. Like we were talking about, truckers are really supportive of charities and stuff. And St. Christopher's Trucking Relief Fund actually has their very own blue Trukr Stik that you can find at TAs across the country. These are pretty cheap little tool that's like actually really handy for truckers. I think I'm gonna get one for my car because I think it could be.
They're really nice,
a huge help.
And so so the Trukr Stik is our first sponsor of the day. Specifically, the St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund squeegee there, and you can find those in TA travel centers across the country. So if you guys would, the St. Christopher's, we're just talking about charity actually. St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund is a charity run by some good friends of ours that essentially, when truckers are in need for any emergencies happen all the time on the road, health
problems,
family, mechanical stuff, whatever it is, they help truckers out to get home or whatever that help
whatever
assistance
the
they
need
need.
is.
Exactly, yeah. So
Whatever relief.
yeah, so St. Christopher's Truckers Relief Fund, great organization, and it's a great product, the Trukr Stik, and they're working together there to both support charity and also provide a great product to our listeners. So if you would stop by a TA travel center across the nation today and pick up your Trukr Stik, that would be awesome. And so thank you to Trukr Stik and to all of our listeners for helping to support us. So there's our first sponsor, and let's move on to our little news segment. Maddie, Jack, and I have kind of decided that we're going to do a small news segment every week. I think making sure that we're up to date on trucking news is important. So we're going to talk about a couple different news stories that we have here today. So Terry, thank you. By the way, Terry Hall, thank you for submitting Truckers for Vets, or Trucks for Vets, .org, which is a great charity. Let's see. Maddie, do you want to go first?
Sure, yeah. So I found this little article here on
Can you zoom in on that?
Overdrive.
Yeah, can you zoom in?
Yes. Let's see. Let's make this a little bigger. Maybe.
Control and zoom in. Yeah.
Ah, that's not what I wanted. Okay.
Yeah, hold down the
There we
control
go.
key and yep, there you go.
Yeah, it clicked a different button for
Gotcha.
a second. Okay. So the title of this is Kenworth to name top 3 Kenworths at Matt's. Actually, I picked this one because we have a couple photos here at Jack's of this exact same truck. It's a really pretty K-Dub here. But basically, Kenworth is planning to pick their top 3 favorite Kenworth trucks at the Mid-American Trucking Show in March. And as it says, it'll be the 28th through the 30th in Louisville. But basically, the top 3 winners of their favorite Kenworths will get to have an expenses-paid trip to Chillicothe. I believe I'm saying that correctly. Ohio, and that's where the Kenworth plant is, and they will have a personal red carpet tour of the facility. So that should be pretty cool to see at Matt's what trucks they pick.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Be
are
interested
they
to
picking
see.
out of the show trucks that are there then?
I think so.
And
Yeah.
So they're looking for three trucks at the Matt's show.
Top 3 Kenworths in the show awards.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So I guess we'll be at Matt's, obviously.
Yes.
The whole crew will be at Matt's, and so I guess we'll go out to the show trucks and we'll see what Kenworths they pick. But you said it's a full expenses paid trip to their Ohio plant over there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Very cool. Yeah. So I'm sure that Kenworth will not only have this competition going on during Matt's. So if you guys are in the show, any of our show truck guys out there, make sure you win so you can go get a all expenses paid trip to Kenworth, see where your truck's made.
That would be pretty cool.
You might be
for
able to
sure.
see the W990 while you're there.
Possibly.
I don't know where they're making the W990. I'm assuming it's going to be the same.
I wonder if they'll pick one for the top 3 at W990. I would assume maybe.
I'm assuming that Kenworth will also have the W990 at Matt's. So if you guys are interested about the new truck that Kenworth came out with, the W990, I'm sure it'll be at Matt's on the floor there somewhere.
Yeah.
For you to check out.
Prominent, and
They got to get some good press on that,
oh, for
right?
sure, yeah. I mean,
There's been a lot
'cause
of
they have
pushback on.
they've been ripped by So
Yes.
I mean, that's the whole thing. We won't get hands-on experience with the W990, and a lot of people won't until Matt's. So if you guys are interested in the new truck or you want to know more about it, definitely go to the Mid-American Trucking Show in Louisville, Kentucky, from the 28th through the 30th of March. And so we'll see Kenworth and Packer out there picking up their 3 trucks or the 3 winners, and we'll also probably see the W990 and all the new features and cab and sleeper and all that kind of stuff that they came out with their new model. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that personally.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So the next topic, I guess I'll go ahead and go. And for any of you who are just coming in, please share the show to your page if you can, or any pages you're a part of, to raise awareness for the Jack and Dave show and Chrome and Steel Radio. We would really appreciate that. But as far as what I wanted to talk about today, we actually don't have an article for it, but I'm a family man. I've got 3 kids at home, including a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 5-month-old. And so that's really close to my heart is families. And I know that for over-the-road drivers, it can be really hard to have time spent away from their families, and it can be especially hard on their wives, who are usually taking care of business at home, So I wanted to talk about some options that are available for
Family.
drivers. Either if you own your own truck or if you drive for a trucking company that allows this, there are options for people to be able to take their families on the road. And as I was reading some of the forums and things of people that do this, there's a lot of positive information about that, about people and their kids basically getting to experience the United States as they're going around. So
We have customers that do the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it's probably something that you have to do based on the age of your children, probably, right?
well, they even some of them said that they had babies and
Oh,
with them
wow.
in the truck, and so there were some rules about that, about having to have a car seat
David's
in the
face.
truck.
That seems like a lot of work.
You know, it's a lot of trucks have a lot of space, so
That's true.
you can do things like that, and thankfully, you know, there are trucking companies out there that encourage families to be together.
A lot of team
And-
drivers too. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of team drivers in the transportation
Yeah,
industry.
husband
anyway.
and wife
Yeah, so
pairs.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming that those team drivers probably don't. If they have kids, they probably don't leave them at home.
Yeah, I wouldn't
or-
think so.
I mean, so that's probably a question that a lot of people have to answer when they start team driving or when they start driving in general. Is like, you know, if we're going to be a team here, if we're going to do team driving, then what are we going to do with our kids? What are we going to do with our, you know, family and stuff like that? So,
Yeah, and well, if you're an over-the-road driver and you're only home on weekends, you miss so much of your kids growing up. So it's a really good option for those that have children and want to be a part of raising them. And not that, you know, the over-the-road drivers that don't take them along don't raise them, but you know, getting to experience the things that they sometimes miss out on.
Yeah, I think it's probably a family by family kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's I'm sure some families will love it being on the road together, and I mean the other thing is you're probably in a sleeper with your whole family for 12 hours a day. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, the kid, the baby's going along on the trips, learn to drive before they learn to
Yeah.
walk.
yeah, that would be. And I mean that's the other thing is school. Like, do you do school at night? Do you do school while you're driving? I mean, if you're
There's
gonna
a lot of
if you're gonna do
homeschooling
homeschooling, yeah, I was gonna
options.
say
Homeschooling,
if you're gonna
yeah.
do homeschooling while you're driving, I mean, if you're doing team
Online
driving,
school
yeah.
options now too, even for elementary school age kids that are out there. So that's
Exactly.
it's a really good option for families.
But yeah, I think we know a lot of customers that are family people, and it's definitely an interesting. I think it's on the rise. Honestly, I think as
Yeah.
more people get into the transportation industry, more families are going to continue to bring their kids with them. So
It's a good option.
that's fun.
Well, and like we talked about a few episodes ago, some people choose to bring their dogs. Some
Dogs
people's
too, yeah.
dogs are their kids.
Bring
and
your
some
whole
people
family.
bring their human kids.
yeah, bring your whole
Fur
family.
baby.
Yeah, either one that makes you happy. I think that it's definitely a very cool idea. I think if I had a dad or mom that was a trucker, I think it would be a really
That'd be
cool
fun.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure as
It's
a
road
kid you'd
trip.
be able to travel the country or
Yeah,
Just
I
give
saw.
me park me in the back seat with a coloring book when I was a kid, and I'd be cool.
Right, iPads and iPods
That
and things.
too.
there's all the
keep people-
technology now that people
Yeah.
kids just hang out.
I saw too that one of the drivers they planned their family vacations around his loads. So
Oh,
you
that's
know,
brilliant.
if
Really.
if he's going through South Dakota, he could you could stop at Mount Rushmore. You know,
For sure.
That'd be super cool. Yeah,
Definitely.
your kids and your family.
Yellowstone and
Yeah.
Grand Canyon and all of those things that a lot of people don't get to experience.
There's definitely pros and cons.
Yeah,
to
I
both
think.
Sides,
I mean, you're
but
you're basically adventuring with your family, right? As long as you can, put up with your family for that many hours a day, then you should be fine, right?
David is obviously not a family man. He keeps saying if you can put up with, if you can handle that. Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, after 12 hours, okay, think about it this way, guys.
David doesn't
imagine,
want to be around anyone
imagine,
that long.
imagine being in a moving vehicle with someone for 8 to 12 hours a day every day, though.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
that's
that's a
the
lot.
okay, yeah. So I mean, it sounds like a great idea, and I mean, God bless all those people that are doing it right now. I'm just saying. Some of us can't handle small spaces with lots of people.
Well,
so.
actually, tiny homes are on the rise too. Like
That's true,
people
miniature
wanting
homes,
to
I kind of want
move
one of
into one
those.
of these tiny places, and people renovating school buses and stuff and turning them into almost like an RV where they're
There's
Yeah.
there's
living.
one over out like near Dayton, like right near here, like
Yeah,
right
that
off
has a
38.
big old
There's
sleeper,
this
yeah.
big school bus. And
Oh,
like,
that's
that
been
people
redone.
live in.
Oh,
I think.
really?
Yeah, for real.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. We're gonna have to go check that out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the family stuff. And Jack being the family man that he is, he had to get his family plug in there.
Absolutely.
So sweet.
But yeah, so God bless all the people that are traveling around there with their kids. I don't know if I could do that. Anyway, moving on. Okay, my news story of the week is we are talking about, despite delay due to shutdown, hours of service reform nearing. And I just want to put this out here right off the bat. I don't want to get political with this. We're not a political podcast. I just want to let you guys know that the hours of service regulations that were put in place with the ELD mandate and all that kind of stuff, they are up for, it looks like they're up for review, and they could be changing here as soon as this whole shutdown nonsense, whatever's happening with that, gets over with. So the article, basically, this is from Landline Magazine, so thank you to Landline Magazine for writing this up. But the article says the status of a potential rulemaking that would reform hours of service regulations for commercial drivers was a hot topic of conversation between executive leadership of the Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association, or OIDA, and regulators with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. So the delegation of OIDA representatives, including Executive Vice President Louis Pugh, whatever, met with FMCSA Administrator Ray Martinez, which I believe he's the top of FMCSA, and they met with other top officials, and looks like they should be updating stuff as soon as this shutdown basically ends. I don't know what the current situation is with the shutdown. Does anybody know? Jack?
It says
Jack listens to the news. I don't.
Well, I think that the shutdown is, sort of on the precipice, especially after Trump declared a state of emergency to get funding for building the wall. But so the other side could potentially cause problems again and cause a shutdown, but we'll see.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, it says some of the quotes from the meeting. It says one of the big things that they talked about, the OIDA members, they want to communicate with FMCSA better, essentially. And it sounds like, and I think this is a common theme in the trucking industry right now, it feels like the truckers are not being heard by their government officials and regulators. And so I really hope this hours of service reform or changes go through soon. I know that a lot of the attention in the political and news sphere is around some of the stuff happening, with the president and the House and stuff like that. But these are real changes that will impact all drivers, on a daily basis. So if you guys would check out the article on Landline Magazine to learn some more information. And they talk about more in depth the meeting that they had with OIDA and FMCSA. So keep that in mind, guys. These rules are going to impact all drivers out there. So stay informed and see what's going on, so that you know what's going on. So that's kind of our news segment for this week. Make sure you're staying up to date. And so let's talk about our next sponsor here. Let's move on to our next.
Yeah, the next sponsor is the DAVY CROCKETT TA Travel Center on exit 36 on I-81 in Greenville, Tennessee. And they have lots of different things available for drivers. You can pick up your Trukr Stik there at the TA. It also has Papa John's, Dunkin' Donuts Express, and an IHOP if you're needing some fuel for you and fuel for your truck, right?
Yes.
Every time.
And so I believe they still have the promotion going for when you get 125 gallons of fuel, you get a free one-topping large pizza. So that's a pretty good deal. And who doesn't like pizza, right?
Exactly. Looks like their gas, or they're not their gas, their diesel is at $2.99. So if you guys are super.
Yeah, I've been seeing
cheap,
it over $3, $3.04, and
so that's not bad.
Yeah.
If you guys are in the Tennessee area on I-81 over there in Eastern Tennessee, exit 36, Davy Crockett TA Travel Center, who is a sponsor of the Chrome and Steel Radio Network and the Jack and Dave Show. So please go check them out. Wonderful people over there. They have a great little operation going and plenty of food, pancakes, pizza, and donuts and coffee. What more can you want?
Yeah.
What more can you want?
Right.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Anyway.
I could live there.
Exactly. Check out Davy Crockett TA Travel Center in Greenville, Tennessee. Thank you so much to them and to our audience for that. Let's talk about our main topic of the day, which is veterans. And before we get into this, I want to first kind of recognize some of the veterans that are in that are in the audience, and also that we know personally. Mr. Bill Weaver, of course. Mr. Bill was in the Army, and then I believe he was a police officer right after that. So thank you to Bill. Thank you to Jerry. I think Jerry's in the audience right now. Thank you, Jerry, for his service. Jerry, I believe, was in the Army as well. Taylor Barker. Taylor, I can't remember what branch Taylor was in. It might have been guard, but Taylor was a veteran. And Mr. Paul French was in the Navy, so thank you to him. For those audience members out there, if you know Paul Marhofer, I think Paul was a veteran as well. And Robert, I think Robert Green was also a veteran. So thank you to those guys. If I got that wrong with Paul and Robert, I'm sorry, guys. But some guys talk about their veteran service and some guys don't. So
Personal preference.
I didn't know
there.
that. Yeah, I didn't know that Paul French was in the military until probably a couple months ago, and I've known Paul for a while. So, but yeah, so thank you to those veterans. And then let's talk about some veteran stuff, especially with the trucking industry. So, GI Bill. Let's talk about the GI Bill and CDLs and how people can get involved.
Yeah, well, I mean, the post 9/11 GI Bill and the VA apprenticeship program. Basically, the U.S. government has created several programs that make it easier for ex-military personnel to re-enter the civilian workforce and receive necessary skills training. So your GI Bill can be used to get you some CDL training, I believe, for you and your dependents. So
Wow.
it's a really great option for anyone that's coming back, entering into the workforce after being in the military. Because truck driving can be a very lucrative career.
Yes.
You know, it's definitely something that that continues to support the country, and so you know, for people who have that mentality that they want to serve their country, truck driving is just a natural stepping stone, I believe.
And I love that the GI Bill can kind of, I mean, obviously getting your CDL, it's not free, right? It's a.
There are trucking companies that offer free CDL training if you come drive for them for a certain amount of time.
Right, but I mean, like to get your CDL independently would be, you know, I've heard between $2,000 and $5,000 to get training for it and your test and all that kind of stuff. So, getting a CDL is not cheap. Some people think that it is, but it's not cheap. And so the GI Bill helps veterans, and specifically veterans and their dependents, get their CDL or training of some kind, maybe additional training to do different kinds of loads, heavy loads, toxic waste, whatever it is. So the GI Bill is really set up to help veterans get into the trucking industry and any kind of industry after.
And there are some requirements. I mean, you can't be dishonorably discharged and things like that. There is a minimum amount of active duty time or military experience that may be required, but that varies by company.
Right, yeah.
So if you, have served our country, but you didn't have a certain amount of time in, maybe you got discharged for medical reasons, even in basic training, I still would consider that veteran status personally.
Yeah.
Because you did go to serve our country. Maybe you just got hurt when you were in basic training.
Right,
and,
right.
You know, you should still get the benefits, I think, personally. But there may be some people who disagree with that. So there are several other things. There are waiver programs to get the commercial learner's permit. There are lots of different trucking companies that are either advertising to veterans or actively seeking or recruiting ex-military. Including on the list is Averitt Express, which we mentioned last week. So they've got a lot of good stuff going on for them. But there's A&R Logistics, Bar None, Cargo Transporters. I'm not going to read all of these guys, but
Swift.
Cypress Truck Lines. There is Swift also. JB Hunt.
Oh, Swift.
Jim Palmer Trucking, Night Transportation. There was one.
Is Prime on there?
Prime, I believe, is
Prime,
on
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And then U.S. Express was one that I saw in my research that there's a lot of like sign-on bonuses and things
veterans?
like that for veterans specifically.
For only, okay, cool.
So U.S. Express is a great option for veterans who are looking to get into the trucking industry that might need a little bit of extra cash. Because when you come back from living on base or you don't have any assets or anything like that.
I was going to say the government owns you basically, so.
Well, I mean, you don't have a house necessarily or an apartment to come back to. So having a bonus for you
is great, to get you started back into regular civilian life,
Yep, absolutely.
Jerry says TMC also has TMC also has a veterans program as well, and also Jerry served in the Air Force, not the Army, so I apologize for that, Jerry. So a lot of companies do have those veterans programs, and I mean, I don't know what the numbers are. Someone would have to do a poll, but I would say between 25 and 35% of the trucking populations, maybe more honestly, is veterans of some kind, or is a veteran of some kind. So it's a very popular second career after the military for a lot of men and women that serve. So it's the GI Bill does a fantastic job of setting people up for success after the military, and a lot of people use that for the CDL and other kind of education after they get out. So trucking is a very popular industry for veterans, and we support them 100%. So what else are we going to talk about for veterans?
Well, that was basically all I had for veterans in particular, but my dad and my grandpa also served. My grandpa was in the Navy and my dad was in the Army. So, for me personally, anyone that actually goes out and volunteers. I mean, we don't have a armed forces that requires service like a lot of countries.
Conscription, yeah.
But so anyone that volunteers to serve their country, I think, is due respect and honor. So we just want to thank you, and that's why we want to support Operation Song in March, because of their mission to support veterans and to provide therapy and to help them in some of the negative things that come about because of serving.
It's definitely a sacrifice, right? Like, I mean, they sacrifice, their
time,
their mental well-being, their
physical health,
for sure.
just to protect and serve our country.
So
yeah, and I mean, they lay down their life and they make an oath at the beginning to lay, to give the ultimate sacrifice if needed.
Yeah,
and
they put the Constitution in this country before their own needs. And so if you don't know what Operation Song is, if you're just coming in and listening now, Operation Song is a charity that benefits veterans who want to tell their story. Basically, these songwriters help these veterans by writing their story in song. And they've written over 600 songs at this point that helps veterans to overcome some of the PTSD, traumatic brain injury, and things of that nature that go along with the military service. And so, Operation Song, thank you again.
Another charity that I'd like to bring up that was actually linked in our chat earlier is called Trucks for Vets, and so I'm on their webpage right now, and that was linked by, let me get the name right. I can't remember who linked it. Terry Hall. Okay, so Trucks for Vets, which is another, obviously a veterans organization, is based in Ohio, and they do CDL training for veterans specifically. So if you'd like to check that out, that is trucksforvets.org. But there are plenty of resources out there for truckers of all kinds, people wanting to become a driver, people wanting to get more education, but veterans in general. The trucking industry, I would say personally that the trucking industry does a fantastic job of taking care of veterans.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the drivers that I know that are veterans or know veterans are very respectful to them and go the extra mile in order to support our veterans and our armed service members. So thanks again to all the people that serve. I have friends that have served and are still serving. All the people that served before my generation and all that kind of stuff. Thank you to you guys because we would not be here without you.
Yeah, and just a reminder of the question of the week, which is, what is your favorite military movie, either wartime or coming home, that you feel most accurately depicts the veterans' experience, either overseas or after they make it home? So put that in the comments and tell us why you believe that deserves the credit for being the most accurate as far as depicting the veteran's experience.
Yeah, you could even choose Forrest Gump.
You could.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Life is like a box of chocolates. Anyway, so there's veterans right there. Thank you to all the veterans out there, and that's our topic for the week. That's veterans. Let's go on to our last sponsor of the week, which is One Stop Truck Care, which is located in Bulls Gap, Bulls space Gap, Bulls Gap, Tennessee. It's pretty close to Davy Crockett TA Travel Center, but it is at exit 23 on I-81. Like I said, in Bulls Gap, Tennessee. One Care One Stop Truck Care is a 24/7 service facility for semi-trucks of all kinds. And they have a service truck that patrols the I-81 area just in case you guys are broken down or you have any issues with your truck. So if you are in the Bulls Gap area and if you need some assistance of any kind, or if you just need parts for your truck, they have plenty of repair parts. Please contact One Stop Truck Care. Madison, could you please give us their website and their phone number?
It looks like their phone number is 423-480-0996, and it's just onestoptruckcare.com.
OneStopTruckCare.com, located
pretty
in
simple.
Bulls Gap, Tennessee. Please check them out. They're open 24/7 for repairs and service. So, yeah, thank you to them. Thank you to our audience members for helping to support them, and thank you to One Stop Truck Care. So,
Definitely.
let's talk about our weekly truck show, and let's talk about some chromed up trucks, and let's wrap this up.
Well, so last week, with the votes that came in, it turns out we actually had another tie. Last week, we all tied with 3 votes each.
This is getting ridiculous, people.
And so, yes, people, stop voting for Maddie.
Stop voting for Madison.
Or just stop voting for them and only vote for me and make this easy.
For those of you who may not know, we do a weekly truck show every week where we go through the Jack's Chrome Shop Instagram, and each of the show's hosts pick their favorite truck from the week so that you can either confirm what we think about the best trucks or tell us that we suck and not vote for us.
Exactly. So, yeah, that's how it works. I went first last week, and somehow I didn't win. Which is weird. So we do a rotating order here where one of us gets to pick first every single week. Like Jack explained, we are picking our favorite trucks from our Instagram feed, and we want you guys to vote on your favorite truck. And the winner, whoever has the most votes at the end of the week or next show, will get a point. Right now, Jack and I both have 2 points, and Madison has doubled our points with 4. And so the stakes for this competition, so you guys know, the winner is going to get a gift card to wherever they want, and the loser has to do snow angels in their swimming suit in the middle of December. So, yeah, that's basically what it is. I don't really want to do snow angels, so please vote for Jack or I.
All right.
Just not me.
Good morning, Joseph O'Neill. Thanks for joining us. Who's first this week?
Maddie's first.
Maddie's
me.
first this week. All right,
Yeah.
scroll into that. I can't see that all the way over there.
Okay. So just so you know, these are all of the picks for this week, except for this one in the corner. This was on last week's, but I just wanted you guys to all be able to see all of the choices for this week. So I will zoom in here a little more.
I already know what she's going to pick.
Do you, David? Do you?
Yes, I do.
I am going to pick
Oh, I knew it. I knew
this
it.
one.
I knew it. I knew it.
This Peterbilt
Called it.
is absolutely gorgeous. I love the color of it. I love this picture's like super clear. Let me try to zoom in on this a little more. This is like
Use the scroll wheel.
Oh, right here.
Control and then scroll.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, very nice. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at that.
There, that's way
That
better.
thing is
That's way better.
That's beautiful.
So this is owned by Adam. I can't remember Adam's last name. I think it's Adam Farmer.
I tagged him on.
Yeah, it's Mr.
Instagram.
Gear Jammer. Mr.
Yep.
Gear Jammer owns this truck, and it's a gorgeous 379. I'm pretty sure it's stretched, but it's got those beautiful stainless. I think those are Hogue built fenders. Some looks like 6 or 7 inch flat tops.
I love the
Yeah,
flat top stacks. They just look so good.
Yeah, the straight stacks. They got the mitered bumper blind mount style, and the watermelon lights and the air cleaners. It looks like. So it's
Looks good.
It's a good looking truck.
I
Man,
tricked out. I
It's
picked
a
the best
two-tone.
one.
Yeah, it's a 2-tone, I think, and then that's either a 36 or a 48 inch flat top sleeper there. Just a beautiful truck. I think Mr. Gear Jammer hauls a lot of flatbed stuff. So
good choice, Maddie.
Good choice.
But you're not going to win.
You're not going to.
Yeah, right.
All right, so I guess I'm next, and for my choice, I'm actually going to go against the grain of what I normally pick because I don't normally go for cab overs, but I'm going to go with the 362 cab over. It's
I was going to pick that.
It's a great looking truck, and you know it's hard to customize cab overs these days. To be honest, there's not a lot of aftermarket parts out there for them. So if you're a cab over lover, you got to go above and beyond to try to find the parts to make your rig look the way you want. So anyone that does that and obviously this is a great success. The paint scheme is, sort of old school, but the stainless brings it into the new school.
That's a cool
And-
standard visor there, standard mount visor.
Yeah,
It looks really just clean.
Yeah.
Clean
Yeah.
cut. I like that.
Those stacks, I'm sure, were a son of a bitch to get though for that
Yeah.
truck.
well, and look at the cab lights. I mean, all the way across. It's the whole look is just. It looks like somebody who loves their truck.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, we forgot to talk about the last picture. The last picture was taken in Joplin, Missouri, at the Guilty by Association Truck Show. Last I think,
GBAT's Convoy.
September 2019. This one right here was taken in Dallas, Texas, at the Great American Trucking Show last year. Also in what?
Dallas.
I know, but what month was that? I don't know. Anyway, happened in 2000.
It was over
2018.
the summer, I think.
Something like that, yeah. And Robert Green says Maddie is killing you guys, and I need to get my swim trunks ready. So
Robert, vote for me.
no, do not vote for Maddie.
That
I don't
doesn't
wanna
count
lose.
as a vote, though,
Yeah,
just
that doesn't
because he
count as a
said
vote. Yeah,
Maddie
exactly.
was killing us.
So put your votes in below so I don't lose. How
Gotta
about that?
specify, Robert. Come on now.
Okay, so is that your pick, Maddie?
That's
That
Jack's
was
pick.
my
Or
pick.
that's your pick? Okay. Guys, I don't know what to pick now. You took over.
Haha.
All right, I want that red and black truck at the
This
Shell.
one?
Yeah, the Shell Rotella show right there. This is a dump truck right here from the Shell Rotella show. This is owned by, I can't remember, I think it's Wilkins or Wilson Transport. I might have butchered that, but
I don't see I don't
Also,
see anything on here for
someone
it.
already voted for you, Maddie.
Yay!
Yeah,
Thank
but-
you.
It's your mom.
Oh, man.
Yes. I love you, Mom.
So anyway, this is a Peterbilt 379 that we saw at the Shell Rotella show in, what is it, Lexington or Rafine,
Rafine, yeah.
Rafine, Virginia, at the White's Travel Center. Gorgeous truck. The people who own this brought a whole bunch of different Peterbilt 379s there of different kinds. I just love this truck because I like the black and red color scheme, obviously, because of our...
I do like it.
Yeah.
It looks like it could almost be a Jack's Chrome Shop truck.
It could be, yeah. But it's a beautiful truck, very simple, nothing too complicated. It's just a clean old Peterbilt right there. What can I say? I love that. I love that trailer though. That's definitely a nice, probably a Mack, whatever Mack Enterprises MAC.
It is.
MAC. Yep. There
Can
you
you
go.
see that right there,
I'm a
guys?
genius.
Let me zoom in on this. Boom.
Oh, now Maddie has 2 votes.
Right
Great. Yeah.
Oh,
Keep them coming, guys.
Yeah. So Robert and Trisha both voted for Maddie. So
Thank you, Robert.
can I just give up? Yeah.
you could.
You
Wheel against
could.
Snow
You
Angels.
can forfeit.
Okay. So that's my pick right there. Is the red and black Pete right there with the dump. Jack's pick is the cab over from Dallas, Texas, and Maddie's pick is of course the Peterbilt 379 from the Convoy in Joplin, Missouri. So those are our three. Those are our 3 choices right there. Please vote for Jack, Maddie, or I. We will total the votes next week, and the winner will get a point. Hopefully, it's not Madison.
It's looking good for me.
I hate you. See, if Jack and I both tie, then we both have to do Snow Angels.
Yep.
So that's just not fair.
So that would actually. You just
That's
planted
just not
an
fair.
idea
No, that's just
in,
not
this-
fair.
in
No.
the minds of all the viewers.
It's gonna
Now
be
they
so
get
cold.
double the people.
I have to do yoga at Matt's and do Snow Angels in December. What kind of
Yoga is just
BS is
making you
this?
healthier.
whatever? Okay, so there we go. That is our weekly truck show. Please vote for your favorite truck in the comments below. We will tally them next week and give out a point. We need to talk about a couple of our plugs here. Maddie, if you can keep that Instagram up, actually.
Oh, I already
we're gonna.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Just
Let me get that back.
yeah, if you would.
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry,
So
guys.
right now on Jack's Chrome Shop, we are doing a sale on all of our stacks right there.
Yeah,
Perfect. There we go.
yes.
Scroll that in right there. All stacks this month are all top stacks this month are 15% off, and our kits are $200 off. So if you guys are looking for stacks of any kind or any kind of accessories for your exhaust or your stacks or whatever, please come find us. Visit our website, jackschromeshop.com. Check it out. We have stacks on sale.
Save stacks on some stacks.
Yeah, exactly. Save stacks on stacks. Exactly. All of February, we have stacks on sale. So,
Or if you're needing anything else, you can use
Exactly.
promo code JND10 and get 10% off your order.
exactly.
Yes.
So check out jackschromeshop.com. All 3 of us obviously are from Jack's Chrome Shop, and so please support us, help us check stuff out on our website. So our other company is candypaintclassics.com, which has been popping off recently. So go to candypaintclassics.com. Both Jack's Chrome Shop and Candy Paint Classics are official sponsors of the Jack and Dave Show and the Chrome and Steel Radio. So definitely check them out. Our car parts company is kind of popping off right now, so if you guys have a car or any kind of performance vehicle, a hot rod, definitely check us out.
And use code J&D 15 at Candy Paint Classics.
J&D
15% off your order.
Exactly,
Yes.
and it helps the Jack and Dave show out. So.
And the Chrome and Steel Radio
And
Network.
Chrome Steel Radio. Exactly. So
That's right.
those are our two kind of show sponsors right there, Jack's Chrome Shop and Candy Paint Classics. Now we need to talk about Chrome and Steel Radio. The most important part, we have some news. Our next Chrome and Steel Radio party, which is the February party, will be occurring this coming Sunday, which is the 24th of February. And we will have on there, of course, we will have Mr. Bill Weaver. I'm going to see if I can get Bill Weaver to bring his wife Carol Ann on there, and we can have a little powwow with everybody. Mr. Jerry Novak and Tyler Novak from Bull Hall and BS, the show, will be on there as well on the Chrome and Steel party this Sunday. Hope Zavara from the A Daily Dose of Hope show will also be at the party this weekend. And Jack, Dave, and Maddie will be at the Chrome and Steel party on Sunday, the 24th, at 7 p.m. So definitely check that out. All of us are going to be there. We're going to have a good old time. We will definitely be talking about MATS and all the truck shows coming up, because if you guys don't know already, MATS is only a month away, a little bit over a month away. So we'll be talking about MATS and all the plans there. So Chrome and Steel Party, 24th, this coming Sunday. Mark your calendars. Come watch us. And if you guys haven't already, check out our website, chromeandsteelradio.com. Chromeandsteelradio.com is where we have all of our past episodes. This is episode number 8, right, Maddie, of the Jack and Dave show?
Correct.
Okay. We are at episode number 8, and we have 7 other ones before this and a couple other different things on the chromeandsteelradio.com website. All of Bill's shows, all of Hope's shows, and Jerry and Tyler's shows are all up on chromeandsteelradio.com. So go over there, check out our sponsors on the website, check out our past episodes, and we really appreciate you guys for watching. Do we have anything else, guys? Is there anything I didn't cover?
Jack joke.
Jack joke. I didn't put that on the list. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Back by popular demand. So I'm gonna need some help with this, Maddie, because this is a knock-knock joke.
Oh, my favorite.
All right.
All
so
right.
Maddie, you started off.
All right. Knock knock.
It's a libertarian knock-knock joke. Okay.
Okay.
So try again.
Knock knock.
Get a warrant.
That was the joke?
That's it.
That was the joke.
That's it. That's the
It's a
joke.
Is that
libertarian-
I was going to say that's the
It's a
libertarian
libertarian
joke, yeah.
knock-knock joke.
Okay.
Knock
All
knock.
right.
Get a warrant.
Knock knock. Get a warrant. What if I say ding dong?
Yeah. What if it's the SWAT team?
Get a warrant.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that'll end well. Anyway.
Get a warrant? Who? No.
No.
Just get a warrant.
Just get a warrant. Yeah. All right. So that's the Jack joke. Make sure you go by chromeandsteelradio.com, our website, jackschromeshop.com. Check out our sponsors. Follow us all on social media. Well, follow Maddie and I on social media. Jack doesn't use social media because he's 75 years old and an old man. So, but follow Maddie if you want to. My Instagram handle is @DavidColeman27.
Mine is at Maddie Will, WILL 14.
There you go. So follow us. We will be at Matt's if you guys want to say hi to us. So start thinking about that. If you are making it to Matt's, please put it in the comments below also, so we know who's going to be there. And we will see you guys Sunday. Not next Monday. Next Sunday on the 24th for the Chrome and Steel Radio February party. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in 6 days.
Sweet.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.